The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Kill.
Regular.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
You don't want none. Check. Crunch.
Alert.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, Charlie. Alert.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mike 5'9".
On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want this.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Strip that ball. Quick the edge. Come. Sponge. No.
Easy.
Check 31. Check. Lucky.
Sugar.
He's coming.
72.
Now it's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinn. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Sit, Wade.
2 right here. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Whip.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Switch. Check.
Gun.
Check 49. Mike 52.
Express.
That's
20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Great.
Back and go full strip.
Express.
52, Mike 52.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And the Panther first down.
Ready? What I need? 552. 20. Express. Ready?
On first down, it's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On third down, Newton. And Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 4, check 4.
Check it, reload.
Back. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This is Breida. A beautiful fake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check, 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 check. Mike spot 4.
Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 75 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. Check 52.
Gun.
Taco. Check 3. Check 8.
McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Under 10. 10. Check.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Here's Breida. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Nice hit, boy.
Wait, that round 80.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now to punt for the Bucs on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Newton to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll let this go for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 6 guys.
Alpha.
6 guys.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. After the run, Newton going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Wait, that's right, 20. Check. Walk 54. 61. Hey, check it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Motion.
Easy.
Check 50.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They run for it with Breida. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. McKinney. 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton on the move to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. He's
going to look deep for more. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Watch out. Check it out.
50.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 15 now. Brady going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And some room to maneuver. That one good for 33 and a first. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Alert 3. Hey! Alert 3. 36.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Check the backer, check the backer. Shit. Hey.
Greg.
Check 24, watch 24. 81. Check.
Express.
Motion.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And an alley to run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 22 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
That's it, ready. We don't work.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Wait, set, 53.
Mike 54. Come off the ball. Switch it.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, check my regular.
Brady now on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Brady. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gun.
Slam. Rush in. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch twist.
Express.
Hey, watch it. Switch. Joker.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey!
Mike 52.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready?
Ready?
20.
Bang! No.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Express! Express!
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
I got it. No. Express! 52 right here. 52.
Watch.
Here's McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. He's in now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over